Okay, we good? We working? Okay, there we go. There we go. How's everyone doing? There we go. How's everyone doing? Welcome to this rather late episode of the #1 Sentai Gozyu-dan. How's everyone doing today? You was worried, man? I apologize, Dane. We unfortunately had a bit of time stream entanglement issues yesterday. The time feed was off, and we could not reactivate it. It didn't really come back on until like wee hours of the morning. So I couldn't really do the show yesterday. I don't want you to think I've stopped. I mean, to be fair, I think we're all kind of like no longer caring about Gozyu, but I haven't stopped caring about doing the show because again, I've already like committed, right? Like I've already committed to throughout a good chunk of Gozyu, so it's like it feels weird for me to just stop halfway through. So we're still doing it. We're still doing the Gozyu-dan. We're still out here, albeit suffering through what was a highly was literally highly promised but low delivering series. Let's be fucking real about that. It's like so much surrounding Gozyu in regards to from everything from controversies to just really bad storytelling. And but I have kind of committed myself at this point to just finishing it out. Like a lot of people stopped watching after what they did to Maya, but I can't do it because again, I am a content creator. I must create content for people to look at. So as much as I want to stop watching it, we're almost at the end anyway. So I figure just might as well suffer through it, man. Like there's nothing much to it at that point. So ultimately, here we are. Here we are with the show, with the #1 Sentai Gozyu-dan, just seeing what they do. Because we're nearing the end, and it looks like that, like, my hunch might be correct that reshoots might have happened. That's what it kind of feels like. I feel like I haven't looked at the episode, so I don't know. But considering they didn't give us a preview at all, like, it feels like that had to have been done. Like, they had to have started reshoots or something. Because, like, what do you do at that point? You're literally kind of like you kind of just fucked up the whole narrative, right? You kind of fucked it up by deciding you're going to like Thanos snap Sumino out of existence. You kind of fucked it up. Let's be fucking real here. So, and last week's episode pissed off the world. I was seeing TikToks left and right of people just saying, I'm done with Gozyu, and they're literally counting the episode before last week's episode as the ending of the series. Like, in their mind, that's where it ended because after what happened, like, no one's happy. But unfortunately, there is more show. So they tried to piece it together. They tried to do what they could. But, like, man, like you pissed off a lot of people making that decision. But the show must go on, and I hate to say it because again, like regardless on where you stand on that debate, the show is going to continue. Not this show, but you're just going to go on. And it feels weird for me to stop watching like halfway through. So we're just going to bumble through whatever ways Toei took to just somehow salvage this, which I don't have high hopes for. I don't think this is salvageable. Like this show was already not salvageable a while ago. Because once you finished that arc, that 3-episode arc about the cataclysm coming back, only for it to not matter, it was beyond salvation at that point. Like you could have redeemed it by just introducing the I even forgot the name of the fucking beings, Cellials or something like that. I don't fucking remember. Like that's how unmemorable they are now. You've made them unmemorable, but you could have brought back that entire race and have them be the big bads going forward. Could have done that. You did do research on a lucid dreaming meeting after your viewing of Zets. Ah, fair enough. But like, you could have done that. You could have just had them be the new big bads, and then like the bridals become something different. But like, you kind of fucking fucked up the narrative because now it's like the cataclysm was a big whoop. moment. The cataclysm, the beings that brought forth the cataclysm coming back to the forefront and being your big bad for the rest of the season could have been Gozyuger's saving grace. You cheapened them by killing off the remnant in like 3 episodes and like did nothing with them after that. You fucked up the narrative. So at that point, even before Maya was like sacked, like the show was beyond saving at that point. You fucked up the line. So at this point, we're just watching a train wreck for the sake of the. We're watching a train wreck for the sake of the fatalities at this point, out of sheer morbid fascination of just seeing where this show's gonna go. It's pure morbid fascination at this point. That's literally what it is. That's what Gozyuger is now. If I had to, Gozyuger equals pure morbid fascination. That's what it is. So let's not beat around the bush around. Let's go ahead and make our way over to the cinema. Let's go ahead and see what they're doing. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right. All right, here we go. As always, video is blurred for copyright reasons. We can kind of get away with the audio, but got to be careful with theme songs and things of that sort, because if it dings it, that's it. So got to be super careful with this. So you will kind of have a general gist of the show. You feel like you're walking right into Mystery Science Theater 3000 when you said cinema. I mean, it's kind of like a quote-unquote home cinema. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was going for, so I'm glad you picked up on that. But yeah, we are going to see just what kind of train wreck. You'll see it blurred. You'll hear the audio. But for the most part, you won't be able to see, for copyright reasons, I can't physically show the episode. I can show you a blurry episode, but that's it. So we're going to see just where we are with Gozyuger, because, man, I have zero optimism for this, and that's crazy to say that, because I'm normally a very optimistic guy, but I have zero hopes, zero optimism for the direction they take this. So without further ado, #1 Sentai Gozyu episode 38, the one we didn't get a preview for last week. So literally, I just said uncertain. So we're going to see what they do. If anything, if I had to predict, I think we're in for a clip show. Just so they can buy time for the reshoots. If I had to guess. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. But we'll see what they do. I'm leaning towards clip show, but we'll see what they did. Here we go. #1 Sentai Gozyu episode 38.
君、おかわりを。ああ。って、クオン。
Oh.
やあ、ホエル。なんでお前がここにいるんだい？
He's working,
それ
man.
はこっちのセリフだ。
一流企業の社長ともなればこういうパーティーには引っ張りだこでね。あ、それよりその格好似合わないな。泥だらけになってサッカーボールを追いかけてた方がいいね。
だからいくつの時の話だよ。
うまくなったね。
これでもエースだ。
ホエル、俺たち家族を見捨てないよね。
Oh, he's having a flashback. Okay.
なあ、なんでそんなに変わっちまったんだ。なんでブライダンなんかになった。今のお前の
What is your wish,
願
man?
いは。
僕はブライダンに入ったつもりはない。僕の願いはお前と一緒にいることだ。ただそれだけだ。
I don't know if you can trust him.
なんてね。また期待しちゃった？お前は本当に学ばないね。
Yeah, like literally, like where did this?
僕は女王テガジューンの切り札。僕の獲物はお前らの指輪だけだ。まあ。
So this is an interestingly deep moment between brothers right now. This is probably the deepest they've gotten with their relationship on this show. Oh! They're calling back to it! I wish I was in a better show. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Though it's interesting that they're finally calling back to that fucking thing. What is this wound that is contaminating him? Oh, wolves! Wolves!
使いこなせばそなたの意のままに人間どもを箱庭に閉じ込めることができる。
Interesting.
ブライダンの番犬ガーディンだ。手噛まれねえように気をつけろよ。
Fire. Ah, damn it, Fire Candle, you're still the goat of this show, I swear. He's still the goat. I'm gonna be...
あら、ブーケちゃん、ここうっすらホコリが。最近リモンちゃんのことばかりだったから。
Okay, see, how are we this far in and you still don't know that Gozyu Leo is fucking Rick? How are we this far in? Oh shit! Oh shit! This bitch! What the fuck?
僕の願いはお前と一緒にいること。ただそれだけさ。
Look, if they like, there has to be reshots done because, like, what the fuck, man? We got Aaron Yeager as the voice of a henshin device. That's huh?
うるせえ。何なんだよさっきから。パリピといえばのエアギター。考えがまとまんねんだよ。考えどんな？
Oh, he can think.
ことが気になってんだよ。
Huh, you're a little more open right now, aren't you?
さんならどうするんだろうな。
And we're still acting like she's not there. Like, you have to at least acknowledge that something happened to the character. Because if you just keep having her show up in the fights, it's just... You're just insulting you're just insulting our intelligence even more.
あっちで肩寄せ合って暮らしてた。
できてるじゃねえか。
そろそろご飯にしましょう。
紅葉さんは秋だった俺やクオンに勉強とかも教えてくれて、ミネさんと二人で俺たちを守ってくれてたんだ。
Huh. Wonder what happened to him. Oh god, yes, I love that. I love that trope of just dudes playing with their lighters. Nah, you're good. You're good, Dane. Wait, what?
紅葉さん。生きてたのか。生き延びたさ。
Wait, what?
お前を改心させる。その願いを叶えるためにな。
Okay, this is getting deep. What is happening?
何の因果か。あなたも指輪の戦士とはね。
What is your power, my friend? I need to see this. Oh, SPD! Dekarinja! Fuck your shots! Fuck your shots, dude! Oh! No intro sequence! No intro sequence! That is... Why didn't you do that last week? Okay, I see her there. She's still in the fight sequences there. That's fucked. We're just not acknowledging her existence. This is just an insult, man. This is just an insult.
お前がホエールにしてきたことをあんたには関係ないだろ。ホエールが眩しいか羨ましいか。だがホエールを苦しめたところでお前は救われやしない。あんたは昔から傲慢だ。
He's just tanking that shit. Wait, what? Okay, that's new. Oh, that not so much. Wait, you still have that? You just... Oh shit! Oh! Oh that. Oh yeah, I didn't see the 20th anniversary, so that's what that is. I was thinking of the SWAT suits. Nope. Wait. Koan's having a panic attack. He's having a panic attack, my guy.
クオンの匂いがしたと思ったらどういう状況だ。
でかくなったな。吠える。
紅葉さん。
思ったより元気そうじゃないか。
Interesting how I'm just remembering you. All of a sudden you're back.
あんたら全員牢獄行きだよ。
久光。
What kind of prison is this?
女王様が用意した脱出不可能のリトルプリズン。シャバに出たかったら指輪と交換だよ。
渡すわけがねえだろ。
あっそ。じゃあ一生そこにいれば。
何のつもりだ。僕を出せ。
お兄ちゃんいたの？恥ずかしいから永遠に出してあげない。
Well, that's interesting turn. That child is not weird.
リュウちゃんの怪力なら。流儀、あったまったかな。ああ。
The acting community, yeah, I don't. Nope, not gonna happen. Wait, what? I'm confused.
やめておけ。
そもそもお前は誰
Okay, that was weird.
俺は岩尾紅葉。元デカで。こいつらとは古い仲だ。そして俺の願いはこいつを改心させること。
クオン。
吠える。
What do you know? What do you know?
あの日、久光に何があったのかは。俺たちはノーワンワールドでブライダーに見つかり。
Interesting. Okay, why are we diving deep into the lore now? Why now? Is this supposed to be some sort of make good? Is that what this is?
"そして久光は奴らに連れ去られた。俺は久光を追いかけ、奴らの本拠地にたどり着いた。そこで見たのは。
Ah, there it is.
呪いだ。
久光。
Oh, that's brutal.
じゃあクオンは手賀順に無理やり戦わせられてたってことかよ。
時からお前は囚われている。久光、お前本当は助けてほしいんだろ。
He's gonna fight it. He's gonna fight it with everything.
ここから出るのが先決だ。違う？
So we're already trying to redeem Kwon after he's been a nothing burger for literally since he's been here.
忘れたわけじゃないけど。
Like, why are... This show is infuriating in how it decides to tackle things, I swear.
いいよ。一時休戦だね。吠える。
God, that's smart. How do you redeem this guy? Like, he doesn't seem the redeemable type.
やっぱり許さねえ。どんな事情があってもお前がミネさんにしたことだけは。僕はお前を追ってのワンワールドに生き、お前を守るために死にかけた。
This is just like... Wrong move, sucker. Literally like prison 101.
作戦成功だな。行くぞ。
なかなかいい演技だったよ。吠える。
He wasn't acting. He wasn't acting, I knew it.
べこべ言わず。
Of course a bucket.
キンコンカン、キンキン、コンコンカン、キンコンカンカン、キン。なるほどね。
Wait, what? Oh, right! Slit his throat even!
この先の番犬が守っている鍵を壊せばここから出られるらしい。
お前、ああいいの言葉話せんだな。
昔から外国語は得意でね。
Okay, so I will admit there is something intriguing about this episode, but like, man, I'm just like, it definitely feels like there's something missing, like for real.
お前が足を引っ張っても僕がサポートしてあげるよ。吠える。
This is like some weird, like, I don't know. I feel like this is the literal, like, father figure stepping in. That's what it is. Oh, crap. Do I gotta mute it? Well, to be fair, there's a lot of action going above it. Maybe I can get away with it. I don't know. So, you made the freaking intro theme and insert. Where did she... Again! Where did you come from? What the fuck? You can't keep doing this. You can't keep doing this. Again, you're insulting the audience by doing that. Why is she just there now? Stop insulting the fucking audience like this.
また俺たちのモノマネか。
お前たちの力でさえ僕の方がうまく使えるってことさ。
I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Like, my God, you're telling me you couldn't? How in? Okay.
おっと、意外と硬えな。
Okay, you showed her in that instance, and all of a sudden she's not in the rest of the fight. So then why even show her in that instance? What the fuck?
もう僕らは君の獲物じゃない。そうだろう、吠える。
Like, again, why would you even show her in that one tiny instance? If she's not gonna be there in the main, she's not even involved in the battle at all. You literally just kept her in the footage. It's stupid. Like, this is like the weirdest handling of this situation. Like, It's not doing any favors here. It's not doing any favors at all. It's just not. It's. Oh my God, my head. Why? Why would you do this? Wait, why do you have that? You shouldn't have that sword. Why? I don't remember. Well, God, I need to watch SBD. I gotta watch Deca Ranger. God damn. God, too many Sentai and writers on my backlog. I can't handle this shit. Hey, there she is again. No reason. No reason. No reason. No, he was gonna happen. Yep, he did it. Yeah, not redeemable. Instead of this train wreck, at least it's not. Yeah. And now it turns out that he accepted this power willingly. Okay, you look. Why do you look different there? Why do you look different there? Damn, he was broken already. I was broken already. Why does she look different here? Oh, that's sick. Again, she's just there. Punch her in the face, please. Yeah, don't call him big bro. He gon' backstab you like real fast. Wait, are you dead? Or are you just knocked out? Don't. You seem like a plot relevant character. It'd be a shame if you died right now. Oh no, he's in a coma. No, never mind. He's just hurt. He's just knocked out. Like, oh my God. It wasn't.
あいつを信じようとしたから。
No, you weren't misguided. You're just,
あの
you
や
look,
つ
the wish was
人間
fine.
とは思わね
It was your interpretation of the facts, though, that was wrong.
なあホエル勝手だが俺はお前や久光のこと本当の家族だと思ってんだ。
ゴヨさん。
だからお前らの笑顔をもう一度見たい。俺にはやっぱりあいつが苦しそうに見えたんだ。
Oh, yeah, you see a little fidget there. See that little fidget there?
久光を救えるのは
Is there even going to be a preview for next episode? It's running dangerously close.
お前だけかもしれ
Running
ない。
dangerously close there. And I gotta mute because copyright. Because producer, wait, the producer's back? Okay, next week looks like it's gonna be a clip show. Yeah. Oh man, but like the longer that they don't acknowledge it, the longer that they don't acknowledge the missing unicorn, like the worse it's getting. Like I'm gonna be fucking real with y'all on that. Out of all the three hosts from Mystery Science Theater, who do you prefer, Joe, Mike, or Jonah? You might think less of me for saying this. I have never seen an episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000 a day in my life. I know of it. I know the format. Never watched an episode, so I couldn't answer that question. But anyway, getting back on topic here, like this is just, it just feels bad, man. Like, and here's the thing, that was a very compelling episode, right? Because we're now delving into like, you touched back on Kuon, but like everything right now feels without consequence, right? Because there's just been so much time that has happened between these plot points that they no longer matter. Like Kuon hasn't been like a constant thorn in the side of the Gozyujus to the point where like going back to this story means anything, right? Like the direction of this show has continuously baffled me week in and week out. And right now, not only is it still baffling because you're still trying to act like everything's okay, but then just have Sumino there without it being Sumino. And this weird selective editing is just bizarre. Like I get it. Like you can't even like and it's I get it, right? Like Toei works with agencies, not directly with people. So when her agency let her go, at that point all cards are off the table. But like, man, I'm just saying, like, you could have just kept her on for an episode, killed her off, and then had Otto assume the mantle. Like, you could have done that. But this baffling thing where you're continuing to not acknowledge what's going on is just weird. And to Gozyuger's credit, when they hit a story thing, oh, they go in. Like, I will grant you, like, right there, with what was happening with Kuon in this episode, wondering about his backstory, and then to keep us guessing to being, oh no, he's just an irredeemable prick. Like, yeah, I get it. That was good. That was good. This was a damn good episode. But man, the longer you don't acknowledge that and like rectify it, and but I mean by rectify, I don't mean like writing Maya back in, because let's be honest, they're not gonna. Like, we got to come to an acceptance. Like, they're not bringing her back. But if you don't like find a way to write in a new Gozyu unicorn, you're kind of fucking it up. You're fucking it up long term. by just not acknowledging the elephant in the room. Like the longer you don't acknowledge that, and like at least write Otto in, like the longest time that you the longer you spend not rectifying that in the story, the worse the show looks. I get you're trying to tell a story here, but for all intensive purposes, okay, you kind of left that one, like Sumino actually did not have any ongoing plot lines because the plot line was the plot line that you kind of left open for her was she got her sister back, and now the thing was you were going to do what you could have done to wake her up. What you could have done, and hear me out. This is what you could have done. Sumino finds out that the way to wake up her sister is her ring. Have her put the ring on Otto. It wakes her up. And hell, you can even do this by not even showing her face. You can just have like a stand-in, come to that conclusion, put the ring on Otto, and then Otto runs off to become the true Gozyu unicorn. Because now it's bonded to her. Like, that's what woke her up. That's her power now. Like, that's how you could have done. That's how you can rectify it. Like, that is literally what you can do. And you can use a stand-in. Never show her face. Just get someone that looks like Sumino from the back. Just come to that realization. Have her put the ring on Otto. Otto wakes up. She's Gozyu unicorn now. And then, like, wave off Sumino not being there as in, like, she's now buried in her work. Literally, I just fixed the problem for you. I just fixed it for you. You can have that one for free, Toei. Just fix the discrepancy in the damn show. That's all I'm saying. Because otherwise, this is just going to be this is literally an F tier show at this point. And I hate to say that. Because for what it is, Gozyu does have some, but not a lot of redeeming qualities. Okay? No. You're good. You didn't worry me at all, Dane. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You're good. Just this show has very little redeeming qualities, right? This is not only the worst Sentai season I've ever had to witness, it's the worst anniversary season I've ever had to witness. And that's saying something because all anniversary seasons are usually stellar. This is not one of those. This season, I feel like, has caused me more grief than actual joy. Like, today was one of those high points, but they don't come often. I think I can literally state maybe the first 8 episodes of Gozyu were fine. Then it all just kind of went off a cliff. And then that 3-episode arc where they reintroduced the Cataclysm was another high note. And then it ended on a wet fart, and we ain't recovered ever since. This is pain. This is pain. This is palpable pain. Because this should have been a slam dunk. And at some point, the writing team just gave up and just phoned it in. And it hurts to see. It genuinely hurts to look at. And now with this baffling decision by Toei to not at least keep her on for one more episode to fix that discrepancy, just you shit it all away. And the longer you don't address that discrepancy, it's going to get worse. Not like a threat, but like genuinely, the show is declining in quality the more you don't explain that because she's just there. Like, you got a clip show coming up. You can literally insert a scene in there where the baton is passed. fix it. The longer you leave that shit unaddressed, the worse it's going to get. Because the longer you leave that unanswered, the more people you're insulting. But I can genuinely say, from the bottom of my heart, if you ever see anyone say, hey, that Gozyu looks interesting, I'm going to go watch that, it is your mission to persuade them out of it. This is a season that must be skipped. Not just because of the firing of Sumino, but just the whole thing is just bad. As far as I'm concerned, Sentai ended with King Oger. No, actually, no, I take that back. Sentai ended with Boom Boomger. There was no season after it. I don't know who the hell Boom Boom Red handed it off to, but he didn't hand it off to freaking Gozyu Wolf. He didn't hand it off. Boom Boomger was the final Sentai season, and I stick my hand on that because next year we're rebranding. We're getting a whole thing, but as far as I'm concerned, Super Sentai ended with Boom Boomger. Because, man, what a fucking steaming pile of shit to end Sentai on if you accept Gozyu. Just no way you can end it on that kind of chart like that. Like, you can't. Like, it's just, you can't. This season is an affront. Actually, no, I'm being a little too aggressive here. But this is literally the lowest point in Sentai. Now, I'm pretty sure if you were to tell me there was a season that was considered the worst before this, nah, this is it. This is it. Just so nonsensical. Just so nonsensical. Baffling decisions, horrendous writing, lack of continuity. Just, no. You can't do it. You can't do it. So by all means, if you hear anyone ever say, I'm thinking about watching Gozyu, it is your job, it is your obligation, it is your absolute duty to tell them, stay the fuck away, it's a steaming pile of shit. Because, man, I don't know what they can do to redeem this. I don't know. There is no saving this season. This season was cursed. This season was absolutely cursed. There's no way around it. This season was absolutely cursed. It was doomed from the get-go. And I feel like the writers, because they were so confident in this season, only to realize something had to have happened. Something had to have happened behind the scenes hell, even when the series started. Maybe they knew before we did that this was the last Sentai season, and that's why they decided to phone it in, which is weird because if you know in advance you're the last Sentai season, that would be like literally your calling to like go out with a fucking bang instead of a wet fart like they are now. Why did they phone this in? Something had to have happened. You don't just decide to phone this in on a whim. Something must have happened. Maybe it's a Ryuki effect. Maybe too much corporate interference. Maybe. I don't know. We don't know the full story, and we'll never know what it is. We'll never know. But like, something had to have happened because there's no way we got here. We got because you can't make a proclamation that this is going to be Sentai's Kamen Rider decade, only for it to be anything but. Like, something had to have happened. Something had to have happened. I don't know what, but if anything, just everything around Maie Ake Sumino just compounded it. Something happened between now and the start of this series. Something had to have happened that we don't know. And we may never know because, like, I don't know if the NDAs are a thing, but you don't really hear a lot of, like, Tokusatsu writers talking about behind the scenes stuff too much after something's wrapped. Like, they don't talk about it much. I don't know if that's an NDA or they just decide never to acknowledge it, but man, something happened. And on that, I will leave you. I will end it on that. We'll be back normally, hopefully, on Sunday for the Gozyu-dan as normal. But I did want to get this done because I did leave y'all hanging yesterday, and unfortunately, internet outage happened, and I couldn't do it. But I still wanted to get this done because I feel like it was important for us to see how Toei is handling the Sumino situation. And so far, they're not handling it great. They're not handling it great. If anything, they're kind of insulting our intelligence a little bit. But we're going to see how it plays out. We're going to keep our eyes on this, but man, this is just what an absolute shit show this show has been for the past 38 episodes. What an absolute shit show. I will be back on Twitch on Friday for Fallout London, but I will be back here on YouTube this Saturday for the Kamen Rider Zetsudan. Hope you guys will enjoy us. We'll be here for that. I appreciate the thanks. You're very welcome, Dane. Thank you so much. I'll be back on Saturday for the Kamen Rider Zetsudan, and on Sunday, unfortunately, for the #1 Sentai Gozyu-dan, because we're going to ride this all to the end, and hope next year's Sentai is treated with more care than Gozyuger ever was. Until then, thank you guys so much for off. If you have any thoughts about Gozyuger or just Sentai in general, looking back at the last 50 years of Sentai, on a more positive note, leave it in the comments on the VOD. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm hungry. I'm going to go get food. Until then, thank you guys so much for sticking with the #1 Sentai Gozyu-dan through everything. I will see you again on Saturday for the Kamen Rider Zetsudan. Until then, take it easy. I love you. And remember, the future is in your hands. It's up to you to seize it. I'm out of here. Peace.